Hi, I'm Daniel Wendell. I'm an automotive aesthetic here in Charlottesville, Virginia. Today we're working on Ben's Evo. We're going to be doing some routine stuff to it. We're going to start with decontaminating everything and doing the general detailing aspect of it. We're going to do some paintwork correction, polish out the paint, bring it back to the best condition we possibly can. And then we're going to coat it. We're using Modesta BCO4. But another aspect that we're doing that we're pretty excited about is dry ice blasting. We're planning on dry ice blasting the undercarriage and suspension components and engine bay to clean it up as much as possible. So let's get started.
What we're going to be doing next is a chemical bath. This is Iron X. We're going to spray it on the whole car, let it emulsify for a minute. It should turn purple, and it's going to be able to visibly show how many bonding contaminants are on the paint, and hopefully make it easier to remove them.
We're going to start by washing the Evo. We're going to clay bar it afterwards to remove the bonded contamination. After that, and the paint's is clean, we're going to go back and rejuvenate it as much as possible, polishing it. Probably going to be doing a 2-stage correction, maybe 3 stages in certain areas. So Ben's car is 12 years old. There are some things that are beyond fixing, beyond the realm of traditional, ways of fixing things. We're gonna, some areas just need to be touched up, just some rock chips and stuff like that. And when you touch up rock chips, it's not going to be 100%. We're not, in no way, shape, or form. The expectation has been set that it's not going to be perfect, but it's going to, the objective is to improve it. Another issue that Ben's car has right now is that the UV coating on the headlights has broken down and has failed. And so at that point, a service that we offer is headlight restoration. The process for that type of treatment, you have to sand off the factory coating completely. You do that with wet sanding using 1,000 grit, 1,500, 2,000, 2,500, 3,000 grit sandpaper. At that point, you're left with a raw headlight, that needs to be polished out. After it's polished out, we then protect it. Typically, a lot of people prefer, there's definitely advantages of having paint protection film on your headlights. No questions about it, especially for a track car or something like that. At that point, you're left with, the paint in the best possible condition. We're going to protect it using Modesta BCF4, which is a coating. A lot of people know them as ceramic coatings. Modesta is a glass coating. It's only one of its kind that I found. It's a one-layer system that to be quite honest, I'm pretty excited to see what it's going to look like on the Evo. I've been with Modesta for 5 years now. I've tried other coatings out, and I keep finding myself going back to Modesta. So Modesta is a one coating application product, right? Where, other coatings, they reach for multi-coats, multiple layers of the coating. It being a single application coating makes it less susceptible to failing and chipping. As long, presuming that one layer of coating is going on, correctly, and it's, been given the time to cure out and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So Modesta also, in addition to their paint coatings, they also offer a wheel coating, and which is designed to hold up to high heat. Typically when we remove wheels to clean them and coat them off the car, we also, we'll coat the caliper. If it's been powder coated or if it's been painted, coating will not bond to raw metal. So, these brakes have been recently powder coated and they look phenomenal, so we're going to protect them. The spoilers on the Evos, they're carbon fiber. The problem with the carbon fiber is when with UV exposure, it disintegrates and it breaks down. You have to be very careful with what you're doing. You can measure it with some certain paint thickness gauges, but not all work because it's not a ferrous metal, obviously. So we're going to put Modesta BCF4 on it, and that'll protect it from the elements and UV exposure. Dry ice blasting is something that the concept has been around for a long time. It's media blasting, but the media is dry ice. So your engine and your undercarriage and your suspension components, they're pretty delicate, and obviously, after years of driving in salt and snow and X, Y, and Z, you've accumulated some dirt and other things that might cause problems down the road. Additionally, it's another thing that I've noticed is when everything's clean, it's a lot easier to find problems when they occur and troubleshoot them accordingly. I really like dry ice blasting because you have the ability to clean. On one side of the spectrum, we removed the ink off the business card with barely affecting the paper, and on the other side of the spectrum, people are using this to clean out cement mixers. It's totally adjustable. Being able to adjust, the aggression of a cleaning method is really useful. So we're going in and cleaning the suspension components of Ben's Evo. We're gonna try to rewind the years on it.